Hey guys, it's Janae. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. It's been a minute. It's been a little over a month since I posted something. Life has just been really crazy. Just a lot has happened over this past month with school starting, and before school I traveled, and then so many other crazy stuff has happened that I'm still dealing with over the past few weeks. But now I found time finally to just sit down and record this. I've been wanting to record this for so long. But yeah, I just want to say sorry that I haven't been on here as much, and I really want to start posting more because I really feel like this is what God wants me to be doing. And I think the things that have happened to me have kind of made me stop and think about this more and think about YouTube more. I feel like I was focusing on so many other things and going places and things like that, and I think the things that have happened to me over these past couple of weeks is kind of God just taking me, has been, I don't know the word for it, but I feel like God has been whoa, slow down, Janae, you need to focus more on priorities and things like that. And I feel like the things that have happened these past couple of weeks is kind of in a way God just saying you need to slow down and focus on priorities and things like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it did. So yeah, I've been really wanting to post a video about negativity, and not in the way that I'm complaining about my life and things like that. The negativity, shining a light on how negative thoughts and negative feelings and speaking them out, into existence has really affects, your life and how you live it and how you see the world. And I wanted to talk about how we should stop focusing on the negative. Yes, life can suck so much. Believe me, there have been so many occurrences. I feel like I cannot catch a break over these past several weeks, and it's been a lot, to say the least. But it's just so important not to focus on those negative things and allow those negative things to affect your mood or change your mindset and make you feel down and things like that. It's so important to try to stay positive and try to focus on the good things in life, because although there are a lot of bad things that happen in this life, there are good things too, and we should focus more on those, and that will definitely help us get through those harder times. So the things that have been happening to me over the past several weeks, one of them was someone ran into me. It was 3 weeks ago or so now. Someone ran into my car, and my new car, which, yeah, it was really crazy. I've never been in a car accident before. The guy that ran into me was very rude. Just little things like that. I don't want to go too into it, but I had to, it just kind of shook me up, I guess. Yeah, it kind of startled me, I guess, because that what happened kind of shook me up a little bit, just because the guy was rude. Like, I've never been in like a situation like that before. And it really left me like feeling down and like kind of bad about myself, because I felt like I should have done better. Like, I should have, like, I don't know, I just felt like even though he hit me, I felt like I was just stupid for just getting into an accident in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like some people can relate, like, when, like, kind of bad things like that happen, like, you instantly, like, are kind of like, dang, like, Janae, like, you should have did better, like, you can do better. Like, you know, I don't know if anybody can relate to that. But I guess it's sort of like having an, oh wait, this is so crazy, because, side note, I'm sorry, in my ethics class, actually, this past week, we were learning about guilt and shame and the, like, morality of that, and like the moral threshold of guilt and such. And we set these kind of ideals and standards for ourselves, and when our actions don't meet up with that, we feel shameful. We feel either shameful or we feel guilty for what we did, and we feel like embarrassed, or like when we don't meet up to those expectations that we set for ourselves. So I guess that kind of played into it too. But yeah, that's so interesting that we learned about that. But that was just a side note. So yeah, I don't know, I was just feeling like really down and like bad about myself. And I was like talking to my dad about it, and he was like, I don't know, he was trying to like cheer me up. He was like, it's okay, like, it's not your fault. And like, he was more like helping me like walk through everything that I need to do, like call the adjuster and like figure out insurance, whatever, all that stuff. So he was like helping me with that, you know, helping me through it in that way. But I don't know, I was still feeling like really bad about it. And then like the next day when I woke up, I was just like, I had this like feeling of just sadness. Like, I just woke up, I was just sad. And it kind of, I don't know why, it just like kind of affected me as much as it did. I don't know, I think I was still just like getting over like the shakiness and like just, I don't know, just feeling bad, like bad about, I don't know, I guess just like, I don't know, just like dang Janae, like how did you do that, why did you do that, like this is like, how did you get yourself in this, I don't know, just like kind of just like feeling down about it. And then I remember posting something on my Instagram story, and I was like, I said something about 2020 is not it, like wake me up when it's over. And what was actually so crazy, this is kind of another side note, and I wanted to make like a longer video about this, but I noticed that like when I posted those like couple stories about like 2020 is not it, like I had like, I think I said something like some guy ran into me or something like that, I don't know, I posted on my story and I shouldn't have, but I did because I guess that was kind of like an outlet, but like I just realized that wasn't a good outlet to use, I don't know. So I deleted it like later, but yeah, it was just interesting because that those couple of stories that I posted, I got like the most views on them than anything else I would post, like my little affirmations that I post, or you know, bringing awareness to mental health, and like those little posts like that. Like the stories that I posted about the car accident had the most views, and I was like, that's so interesting. I feel like, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, this world is so drawn to negativity and so drawn to people not doing well, and like people like I don't know the word, but people are so like, it feels like people are more drawn to other people's like struggles and problems than their successes. And that's just like really, that just really made me like take a minute, and I was like, wow, like all of these people, some like I've never seen watch my story before either. I'm sorry, I'm like thinking into the distance. They like were watch that story, and I thought like, wow, that's so crazy. Like, why are people so drawn to negativity? Like, it's just so sad. Like, you should be drawn to people being successful and living, you know, and coming into the blessings that God has for them, and supporting them in that, not like wanting to see them have bad days, wanting to see them fail. Like, I think that's such a problem in our society, and it's really sad, to be honest. But enough with that little rant. But what I wanted to say in this video was, in that moment, actually I was on the phone with my dad later on that day, and I told him, like, we were like talking about it. I had told him I put a couple stories on my Instagram and he was like, Janae, like, you probably shouldn't like do that. You shouldn't let people see you like see you down, you know? And that's true. That's true in some like senses. Like, you shouldn't, you know, post everything, like all the bad things. Some things like you gotta work on privately, and sometimes those negative things should not belong on social media. Like, you gotta work on it privately. So yeah, I don't know, but I did. And then so I was like, maybe I should put it down, like take it down, but like so many people saw it. But oh well. And so then I like took it down, and then after like I got off the phone with my dad, the craziest thing happened. So this was the day after the accident, and so the day after I posted the story or whatever. And then later on that day, when I deleted the post, and like I was still down and like thinking about it, kind of like replaying it in my head. I don't know if people can relate to that. Like, when things happen, like it's hard not to like continue to replay it in your head, and it's just like so bad. Like, it's a bad hole to go down. But so like, I don't know, it was just hard like focusing on other things, I feel like, because I kept like thinking about it and like feeling bad about myself, I guess, for like even getting into an accident. And then this is what I wanted to say. And then after I took that post down, God talked to me in that moment when it started, like, out of nowhere. Like, it was sunny outside, and out of nowhere it started like thundering and then pouring down raining. Like, I thought it was the wackiest thing. I was like, what in the world? Like, why is it like, it started like, I could hear like the thunder, and the rain was just like pouring down raining. And I was like, what in the world? And right in that moment, so crazy. I kind of like, right in that moment, I was like writing down what God told me. So that's why like I'm looking down at my phone. He told me, no matter what your circumstances may look like, no matter how bad they look, that it will pass. This storm will pass. And instead of, feeling down and feeling bad about what happened and feeling bad about yourself, instead of doing that and focusing on the negative, focus on giving praise to God, giving thanks to God, and giving praise in the midst of your storms, giving praise and glory to God, and thanking God in the middle of your trials. And I thought it was so crazy. And then like literally like 5 minutes later, it like cleared up. Like the thunder just cleared up. And it stopped raining and the sun was coming out. And so I was like, wow, that is so crazy. Like, God literally just spoke to me, first of all. And that's just so crazy that, like, I don't know, He's there with you all the time. And that's just the most comforting feeling, that He is with you through your ups and downs, good days and bad days. He will always be there. And I don't know, just that little reminder that He gave me, like, it was just, I don't know, it was just such a, like, a kind of crazy experience. I don't know, maybe I'm like, you're probably like, Janae, what the heck? But I don't know, I thought it was just like so crazy that I wrote down, give God praise in the midst of any storm, literally and figuratively. So literally meaning like go outside, dance in the rain, like have fun, like storms don't have to be bad, like you can make it good. You can stay positive even through the bad times, because you know that the storm isn't gonna last. It's not gonna be forever. And what's on the other side of that is a rainbow. There's always good after the storm. And be excited, be happy for that. Because whenever you go through storms, like something good, like you know that something good is about to happen. It's just crazy because like the devil tries to like take us off our paths and throw these curveballs in our lives and try to, switch our focus on negativity and the bad things, and like, why does bad things keep happening to me? Like, why are we in quarantine? Like, why can't we like go to school? And like 2020 sucks. Like, no, stop thinking about the bad things and think about the good things that have been happening through all of this. I know there have been a lot of ups, a lot of good days, a lot of good things that have came about like through this time for me personally. And sometimes it's life. Like, bad things are gonna happen, like negative things are gonna happen, but that's just the devil trying to throw those curveballs and switch your focus. but you need to stay on the course and stay focused on God and focused on his promises and good things. And I don't know, like, because those things are promised to you by God, and nothing in this life, no matter how bad they might be, no matter how painful or hurtful it might be, it's just temporary. It's not gonna last. Those bad days are not gonna last. You will get through it. Storms pass. Storms always pass. And on the other side of that is always a rainbow. The sun always comes out. And so it's just so important to stop focusing on the negative. Stop it. Like, stop focusing on it. Stop speaking it, because when you speak it, that's all you're gonna see. When you speak it into existence, when you continue to focus on it and only see negative, you're only gonna experience negative things and bad days. You need to re-switch your focus on God and on good things in your life, and give praise during your storms. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm going on a rant, but I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's crazy that, like, God kind of spoke to me, like, right in that moment. Like, I don't know, like, it was kind of like a you should have been here moment. Because it was, like, instantly pouring down of rain and thunder, like, out of nowhere. It was, like, sunny. And then out of nowhere that happens, like, right at that moment. It was just so crazy. And so, yeah, it was just a really good reminder to stop focusing on the negative and focus on the good things in life. Focus on what good is going to come out of your struggles and problems. Because you're never going to be stuck in your bad days. They're only temporary. Like, it's not going to last. What's going to last is God and his promises to you and the promises he made to you. And he never goes back on his promises. So you will fulfill everything that you're called to fulfill on this earth. All the good things. You just need to redirect your focus on God and follow his words, and stop getting stuck in that negative mindset. Because when you're stuck in that negative mindset, it's hard to see those good things. It's hard to continue to walk on that path that God has for you, because you're clouded by all those negative natural these natural things in this world. And God looks at the supernatural. I don't want to, like, start preaching, but, like, God looks at the supernatural, and these fleeting things on earth we see with our natural eyes, and we see the problems, the situations, the negative things right now in this moment. But God sees past all of that. He sees in the supernatural. He knows what promises and good things he has for us, and we just need to kind of see how God sees, you know? And I don't know, I keep going on, but I think I made my point. Stop focusing on negativity. Stop it. And no matter the storm, it will pass. Like, bad things are going to happen, because that's life. But it doesn't, those bad things, those bad days don't have to define us. Yeah. So that's kind of like really what all I wanted to say for this video and talk about. I hope it's not 20 minutes. I'm gonna like cut it down as much as I can. I don't know how long I've been talking, but I'm glad to be sitting here in front of a camera and doing this again. And I'm really glad, and I really want to stay on this and continue to do this. School has been a lot, and I work as well, but I still want to keep at this because I feel like this is what I need to be doing as well. So yes, so I will see you guys back next week with another video. And I don't know, I hope you all have a good day, a great, beautiful day. Bye guys.